I can't wait to try out
The Infected. What's up, guys? This is Protodead and I'm back with another Let's Try Out video. Today we're going to try out The Infected, available on Steam. I'm going to change up my formula just a little bit here, and I'm going to do the description and stuff of the game at the end instead of the beginning. Instead of front loading all the bullshit, I'm just going to jump right into it. I think I got everything I need. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to do this. Okay. So, as always for me, the fucking sound is loud as fuck. Like, so goddamn loud. Okay. This might be a little bit better. I don't know what the voice does. Effect, I imagine is sound effects. Okay. Dialogue volume. Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. Video. Windowed full screen's great. Resolution scale, I don't know what that does. Let's see if it'll do 120. I would like to sync with monitor frame rate, yes please. Inventory, that needs to be tab. Player stats, I don't think so. Interact. Player stats is E, interact is going to be F. You motherfucker. This looks all muddy, like it's kind of blurry. I wonder if that's the aesthetic that they're going for. It's supposed to be a little, you know, fuzzy. It doesn't look bad, I guess. Cattails, there's a bow over here, there's a big tree. It's a pretty big tree. Yeah, let's start a new game. Start day, day 10. Spawn quantity 3. Swarm frequency, swarm attack frequency in days. So 7 days to die. I haven't done a lot of videos about 7 days to die, but 7 days to die, every 7 days by default, zombies come in and tear your shit up, like on the 7th night. So this seems to me like it's taking a page out of 7 Days to Die's book, which is okay. I mean, that concept is fine by me. Spawn quantity 3. Number of initial Vambies, they're called Vambies, spawned each subsequent swarm attack. The number of Vambies will be increased by 1, so they're going to have to do some spell checking here because increased isn't spelled like that. The first game day wants swarms to start, okay, on day 10. Let's go day 5. Wildlife settings enabled. What is enabled and disabled? Enable Vambies. So they're fucking Vambies. Type game name. So this is maybe the world seed. Like maybe this is like Terraria or 7 Days to Die, or maybe even Minecraft. So we'll call this Protodead Nuts. Start the game, fellas. It's been a long time since I've done one of these videos, man. It's been a long time. In my personal opinion, something should be on screen, like pictures of the game or something, instead of just black screen and then loading, which doesn't even have an animation. Hold E to view the tutorial and player stats. So it looks like I'm already in the world. Sorry, had to take a little doinky doink of my coffee. Play E. Okay. Tutorial tasks. Gather 1 stone, 1 stick, craft a stone axe. Okay, so that's all like 7 Days to Die shit. And this is a whole lot of bars that we got over here. We got health, stamina, thirst, proteins, carbs, fats, vitamins, and energy. Maybe energy is like stamina. No, stamina's here. So maybe energy is like until you need to sleep again. But Scum does an awesome metabolism. This is a pseudo-tablet. This is a more complex than your average survival or whatever, and I'm sure it's poorly implemented. I hate to be like that, but this game is fucking like way early access. Okay, so here's some stones, and looks like I can't pick anything up. Okay, so how do I gather 1 stone? Stones spawn around the player. Just look on the ground for gray interactable stones. Stick spawns around the player. Just look on the ground for interactable sticks. Okay. I don't know, man. I've been away from video games for a little while. I've taken a big old break. Been catching up on some movies and shit. Went through and watched a whole bunch. Here's one of the stones. Got one. Yeah, I've been going through a catalog and watching TV and trying to spend some quality time with the kids and the wife. And So I figured I'd go ahead and jump back on here and do another let's try out video. This is a first impressions. I haven't done any research on the game, this game in particular, is what I mean, and I haven't formulated an opinion one way or another, but I kind of have a general gist of the idea of how it's going to be. Pretty in development, a lot of missing features and shit like that, and probably pretty cheesy gameplay. Looks like there's an animal over there. There's a bird up there. There's an animal over here. I saw a bird walking on the ground. There it is. Oh, and there's a deer up there. I like the sound, the animal sound. So this, godly, I don't know what it is, but it seems like it's something with the frame rate, maybe, or maybe it's something with the mouse speed, but it's really fucking with my eyeballs. Come on, Sticks. Where are you, Sticks? Rocks and sticks. Sticks and rocks. Rocks and sticks. Flower doesn't look too bad. I think some of this cheap, easy foliage that they have over here isn't bad looking. I think there's quite a bit of it. So they don't have a. It seems like they don't have a problem with pop-in, and the rendering seems to be okay. The blurriness and when the plant moves off the screen kind of is like scum. Scum's got a like a residual minor after image. I see that here. Can you swim, I wonder? Yeah, and then we got fish too. Damn. I wonder if you can fish. Oh, here's another rock. Got another rock. I wonder how many rocks and sticks and stones and shit you can carry. So I'm in a pit. This is a low spot. I wonder if I'm supposed to... Hey, there's a path. I wonder if I'm supposed to climb my way out of here. If that's the goal. Is that the idea? Is we're down in a clearing and you can kind of see, but you need to go into the forest to really start the game up, or what? I got off of the trail. Now I'm lost. What the fuck? I'm moving really slow now. How do I craft? What the hell? Okay, so the menu is kind of weird. Okay. So I've gathered stones. I need to craft an axe. Apparently when you run out of stamina... Hey, melon plant. You can harvest and destroy some stuff? That seems okay. From what I gather, this is a single-player only game in early access, if I remember correctly. And still currently being developed, released on Steam not too awfully long ago. I would imagine that I would use this menu. No. This menu. Place items on the crafting table. I can craft sand with 2 rocks. Not a valid recipe. Oh, I harvested melon seeds instead of eating the melon. Fuck! Okay, so if I take... I can craft a stone blade. So if I put the blade on there and then another stone, what happens? How about the stick? Well, shit. Okay. So at least that's I like the crafting. I like the idea that you have to stop what you're doing and place things in front of you on the crafting table to create stuff. I like that. Maybe I need to find more sticks. Gather plant fiber. Plant fiber can be gathered by chopping down trees. Use your stone axe and chop one down. Logs will drop on the ground. Plant fiber will automatically be added to your inventory if there is room in it. Otherwise, it'll be dropped on the ground also. You can drag the stone and the stick on the wood slab to craft a stone axe. To learn about what crafting recipes are available, you can view the itempedia in the build tab. Okay, I thought I tried that. I mean, did I not? And then a stone. Well, I don't know what I did wrong. Okay, so does that mean I've got an axe now in this pouch thing? I like how it's got like, it puts it up on the screen. It's like a actually part of your gear that you've got on. So how do I pull it out? There we go. I pressed the number 1 key and it pulled it out. So I'm gonna chop on this fucking tree. I'm gonna axe this tree right in its face. That's not bad. I mean, some other games handle it a little bit better maybe, but I think I'm cool with the way that did it. Pick up wood log. Okay, so I picked it up and I'm carrying it over my shoulder like Arnold Schwarzenegger from the beginning of that movie Commando. Remember that? That shit was cool. And now, where are we going? I got this. How do I drop it? I right click to drop it. So what does the deer do if you get next to it? It just runs, huh? You can run as fast as a deer? I don't fucking think so. Man, I should have hit that deer. I totally whacked it. Its movement is terrible. It's like it's a really rough generic animation in a square hitbox. It is time to Z-axis move another direction. That's funny. Y-axis, whatever. If I were to whack this wood, would it do anything? It seems like there should be a sound effect when you swing. Like it seems like it's missing something. In the lower right-hand corner. Boom! Okay, it doesn't give a fuck. In the lower right-hand corner, it looks like it's its health. So every time you whack upon something with your stone axe, its little health bar drops. So then you'll have to craft a new one. That's nice. I like it. So what's next? Craft a stone pickaxe. So where's the itempedia? This. Gotta be. Okay, so we can make a little house. Kind of like 7 Days to Die or any other survival zombie game. So there's a stone hammer. That's a stone pickaxe. 1 stick, 1 stone blade, and 2 plant fibers, okay? And that's a large backpack. So we need a stick. Fuck. How come we can't get sticks from these things, man? Sticks are hard to find. So now we just gotta walk along until we happen to stumble across a stick instead of me being able to harvest a stick from the whole ass tree that I just chopped down. Whatever. I'm not mad at the foliage, man. The foliage doesn't look too bad. I'm sure this here tree is probably duplicated a million times. Like, oh, like look at that one over there and look at that one over there. They're the exact same fucking tree. They're everywhere. Yeah, so they don't have a whole lot of variety. They just got the same assets just twisted, just rotated. So you'll see the same fucking tree over and over and over again. Probably the same pile of rocks over and over and over again. Like this rock here is the exact same thing as this rock here. They're just twisted a little bit differently. I think that one may actually be a different rock. This one may be different. No, I think it's the same rock. Yeah, so a whole bunch of the same shit. And I get it, man. Like, small development team, probably. You know, limited time, limited resources, limited funding. I get it. And you can't just, like, sit back. If you're a creative individual and you're trying to make something, you can't just sit back and be like, well, everybody else did it better, and I can't beat what everybody else has already done, so I'm just not going to participate. I'm not going to be creative and do stuff. I think that's a different rock. So that's cool. They got that going for them, which is nice. But in the state that this is in now, it's definitely not. It's definitely not great. Their environment, although it may look diverse, it's actually just a bunch of the same shit copied and pasted over and over and over again. But to be fair, pick up watermelon. To be fair, a lot of games have to, or open world games are relegated to be like that. Dude, I want to eat it. No, I want to eat it. How do I eat it? I just picked up a watermelon and I can't eat it. Okay, I harvested it and I got seeds. But when you harvest things, do you... Like, my thirst has gone way down. Like, how the fuck do you eat? Somebody let me know. There's harvest and destroy, and if you press F on it, well, you could press F on the watermelon and pick it up, but apparently you can't press F on this melon plant. Can harvest that, and we got 2 seeds. Like, I like me some survival games. Oh, hey, I found a stick! I was about to say, but don't get me wrong. You know, this game, I can't, there's got to be something else going on, because this is so far as like a slow burn. And whenever it comes to survival games, you got to immediately engage, and you got to come up with some content that gets people interested in what's going on. Because right now I'm not seeing it. Dude, I got the blade, I got the plant fiber. So left shift splits the stack. So left shift and grab, I'm sorry, left click plus left shift, and you drag the item, you can then split it. So that's nice. Drag and drop to combine. Let's take 2 rocks and put them on the table and try this out. What if I got 2 rocks on the table and I exit out of this and run away? Did I lose those 2 rocks? No, they put it back in my inventory. Okay, so check it out. We've got 50 kilograms or 50 pounds carry weight, or 50 units, I should say, undetermined, undefined units. And I'm got 21 occupied. Oh, fuck, man. Look. Look. So when you click on your food tab up here in the middle, so not the backpack, but the food, the spoon and soup tab, you've got a starting MRE, a flask, and some watermelon. I picked up the watermelon, obviously, when I harvested earlier. I don't know why you couldn't just eat it from the jump. Okay. So when you right click on something, you have to hold right click to then left click and eat. Because if you just right click on the thing, it doesn't stay. It doesn't give you a drop down menu of things to pick to do. You have to hold right click and then left click to eat. So I'm gonna eat all this shit and get my my hydration up. When you right click on the rock, you can't do anything with it. So hey, drag and drop works. Can you place directly on the ground? No, it appears in front of you. Okay. That's okay. I like that feature. I'm down with that. That's cool. But you should be able to right click and then choose to dismantle, discard, fucking consume or something. Like, you can see that some of these items have a drop down menu. You can split. You can do some things with some of these items, but I guess some items you can't do anything, so a little text box, dialog box kind of pops up, but then it kind of doesn't. We need 1 stone blade, 2 plant fiber, and 1 stick. So earlier I think I threw all the plant fiber on there and it wasn't working. So we'll split. So I'll put that down there and that down there, and boom, we can craft the pickaxe. Now I got a pickaxe in my backpack slot. And can I assign these? Can I hotkey these? Whoa. Okay. So I right clicked on it and then started to drag my mouse, and it drags the item up and down. That's interesting. What if I left click? Oh shit, if you left click and drag, you can reassign it to another slot. So this has got to be number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. We're going to try that out now. Number 1 does nothing. Number 2 brings up a pickaxe. Number 3 picks up the stone axe. So hey, we're figuring shit out. That's not too bad. I kind of like that. That's cool. That's a cool way to do it. It's intuitive. Doesn't have a lot of the UI, the culture, the customs of a shooter game, first person survival game like that, where you assign them with the hotkeys, like Tarkov and like what is it, the wolves, escape the wolves or whatever. So what can you do with little trees? Can you chop them down? I wonder if you get sticks from the little one. No, you get logs though. You sure do get a lot of logs. Stone axe seems like it's fucked. So I could be just walking around in circles. I'd never know. Hey, this plant looks like, hey, I can harvest it. So I guess that plant really stood out. They all stand out like that. It'd be kind of lame. So if this is randomly generated, this world, there's a chance that it's probably really terrible, as opposed to it being a handcrafted world for us to frolic and play and enjoy ourselves in. But currently right now, being in this, there's some water over here, being in this forest right now, it's like, oh, I think I've been here before. Yeah, I think I just walked in a big circle. So it's rather boring. Like, why spawn a brand new player in the forest area and not have him close to some danger and some action and some shit, like maybe a small neighborhood, suburban neighborhood. I think a lot of the other survival games kind of start you off closer to a point of interest, which makes more sense in a lot of ways. I guess you can't repair a stone. Oh, what is this? What is this? An invisible wall? Oh God. How fucking terrible. We've hit an invisible boundary, folks. Yeah, this is what I'd like to call turbo fucking lame. Yeah, they really should have some man-made boundaries as opposed to invisible walls. Natural boundaries, invisible boundaries are fucking really weak. They're immersion breaking. They're annoying. You can't see them coming. It's just the worst way to be handling the sandbox experience. All the good games out there go the cheap way, and they put you on an island, and then they animate the ocean around you. So plopping me down in a forest environment, in a survival game, and I happen to go towards the corner of the map and fucking hit a wall is like really stupid. I mean, they literally could have done anything else instead of put an invisible wall up. They could have, I mean, maybe all that side over there is a work in progress, and that's the reason why they've got this here. But they could have put up a big ass fucking boundary, a big ass fence, like, you know, like a big America-Mexico border fence or something. But no, they got an invisible boundary, and that's really, really lame. So right click, and then you got to drag down to harvest and left click on it. So we're still on the boundary. So where, oh where, is the point of interest in the map? Where, oh where can the cool shit be? Still traveling along this boundary right now. Build a saw bench. Select the placeables drop down and select saw bench. Place the saw bench at the desired location to complete the construction. By adding the required resources, this will allow you to craft planks. Once you build, you can add logs to it and planks will get made. Cool. I'll do that here in a minute. Oh shit. Invisible wall time. Hey, there's some rain happening. That's cool. Still traveling along the invisible wall. I'm liking this. That thunder didn't sound bad at all. No, I'm cool with that. That was alright. Still on the invisible wall. I feel like I've come a long way. I haven't seen anything. Okay, the rain isn't very well animated. The interactions with the ground isn't very well animated. It's like they don't mesh very well together. It's like the ground has just this slightly reflective shadow ripple on it to try to indicate, give you the impression that water is hitting and pooling and making ripples. And the water drops are just like this cartoon water drop look fucking thing coming down. I mean, it could be worse. It's not too bad. I feel like the border is not curved, so it's not it's not just like a big circle. So I feel like it's a square maybe, but I haven't reached the corner yet. And that maybe is promising, because then it indicates that it's kind of a big playable area. It's getting dark, too dark to see. Okay, so I'm just gonna build a little shelter now. Like, I gotta get off the wall over here. When you run out of stamina, you really run slow, by the way. Okay, so for me to make a saw bench, what do I gotta do? Oh gosh. It's 4 wood logs. Well, I've got a whole bunch of them. Hey, I put one right there. So what do? Put it into it? Oh, you can rotate it with the mouse wheel. Okay. X plus the mouse wheel will adjust the height of it, which I can't do here. E builds the saw bench. I think it's actually F because I rebound it. Oops. Okay. E to add materials. How about F? F to add materials. So the game, the game tells you the default commands. If you rebound stuff, it's not smart enough to tell you that yet. Which is acceptable. I think that's fine. I'd rather it be the other way though. Boom. So we crafted it. It's crafted. Because we could envision what we wanted, and we set a goal and we worked toward it and we accomplished it, and somehow we made metal brackets and a fucking saw out of a tree, because that's how much of a man we are in this vampire zombie apocalypse game. So now that I've made the workbench, if I've gathered anything from Terraria, if I've learned anything from Terraria, I can now craft other things, I'll bet. But let's see what it wants me to do next. It says build a foundation. So, this is a wood foundation. I did it! I got any more food? Nope, but I can drink one of those. That's alright. Okay, so I bet you I need to pour some logs up into this thing. So, down here at the bottom left, it says materials needed, wood log 1 of 4, plank 0 of 6. So I need to make planks and I need to pour wood logs into this thing. And this is very much like the way Scum handles it. I think H1Z1 handled it way differently, where you had to have all the items up front and you had to have them on your person before you could craft the thing, before you could like plant down the way you wanted to craft it. I think Scum makes the shadow thing like this does, and I think there's some other games that do it too. I don't believe Rust handles it that way. I think Rust handles it the way H1Z1 handled it way back in the good old days when games were fun and life didn't suck. But I haven't found a use for the pickaxe yet. Maybe we have to smack rocks like in Rust. Hey, I don't know what happened to my stone axe, but now it's re-healthified. It's got its bar back. Maybe it consumed a stone or something I had in my backpack. Okay, so I'm gonna put a log on this thing, and then what? Whoa. Did I miss it? Okay. So you got a crafting station that crafts shit for you. You just slap the raw material on the thing and it makes a noise, and then it stacks up a product. You know, I'm fine with that. It's pretty rough. It's rudimentary. There's no animations here, but I like the concept. I like the idea that you got to put something in, it takes amount of time, and then it produces something. Now that I think about it, I think a lot of crafting stations in games like Terraria and 7 Days to Die and shit do the same thing, but they do it better. But like I said, if you're creative and you're trying to make a game like this, you can't fucking say somebody else has already done it better than me. You gotta grab the video game by the balls and you gotta say, I'm gonna suck these balls and I'm gonna fucking suck them the best I can. And I don't really know where I'm going with this, but it made sense before I started talking. I gotta get these planks off, baby. Right mouse to take planks, okay? So where do I take them to? Okay, they went in my backpack. How many can you take? So press F to add planks. I have plankified the fucking foundation. So that's good. Oh yeah, the forest also, I think, does it better than this game. Which is understandable, because the forest has been around for a lot longer. I need to do a video about the forest. Fuck. Man, there's a lot of work to do. This whole YouTube coverage shit. There's so many things that I'm missing, like all the time. I'm so far behind the 8-ball. I would like to know why my pickaxe or my stone axe increased in health like all by itself. If somebody knows anything about this game, just leave a comment down below and let me know what up with that. Okay, yeah, I'll do a wood ramp that way. And can you do more than one thing at a time? Like put a wall down. Put that down. Window out to the workbench area. That's cool. I can dig it. Another wall. Oh, yeah. Okay, I just added some planks. I wonder if the trees grow back. Like, you have to understand games like this, like where this tree grew out of is like a node in the map. There is a seed down in there. And that seed, once a certain amount of time passes, whatever the algorithm says, it says, hey, this thing shall respawn and become anew again. And you have to be cognizant of where you place things in early access games, because the tree could grow straight up through the middle of your home or whatever, or constantly be in the way of your walking path when you've got crafting stations back and forth. You cut a tree down, you crafted a station and crafted another station next to it, and before you know it, you put this shit right on top of where a tree constantly is growing, and you can't stop it. I cast the question into the void because no one will answer me. Is what happens if I cut down a tree? Will it grow back, or is it gone forever in this game? I know in Rust it grows back. And I know in H1Z1 it grew back. And I can't quite remember in Scum. The Scum, I think they grow back as well. So you couldn't like clear a spot like completely out in Scum and then expect to like live there, because shit would grow back up around. Unless they changed it, and they could have changed it. And I haven't played Scum in fucking a year. Hey, got that wall done. Hey, that wall's done. Need some more planks. Hey, that wall's done. Okay, now we got to build a door and a roof, I think. Wooden door. Yes, that's exactly where I wanted it. How did you know? Flat roof? Yeah, flat roof. No. No. Yes. I have to put 2 roofs on this thing? Wow, that's weird. Wood window. There we go. Okay. Back to the grind, baby. You know what's really weird is I haven't tried to jump yet. Whoa. That looks kind of dumb. Okay, you can't see your legs in this game. Some people, like, are interested in that. Like, if you can't see your legs in a game like this, then there's something wrong. I don't know where I stand on that issue. I think I'm on the fence. Okay, got those planks. That means the front door's working. I need planks and logs, like a whole bunch of them. Okay. Oh, you can pick up more than one log at a time? Oh my gosh. What a fucking doofus I am. Holy shit. Man, really wish somebody would have told me that earlier. You can still only put one of these logs on here at a time for it to do its duty. But you can pick up planks while you have a log in your hand, so that's cool. Alright, this should be it, I think. Oh, I still gotta get this one. 2 more planks. And now it is complete. I have a wonderful house. This house is a mighty, mighty, mighty fine house. What's next? I'm gonna have to ditch some of this plant fiber and shit. So, build a campfire, hunt for proteins, and find technology. Okay, so how do we build a campfire? Select the placeables. Okay, got it. Placeables. I'm not seeing a motherfucking campfire up inside this motherfucker. Where's the campfire at? Okay, so this is toggle foundation snap, and it doesn't indicate whether it's toggled on or off. So that's bullshit. I don't know, it probably doesn't even work. Placeables. Oh, here's, look at the tab over here. Storage. Power. Food. Campfire. Okay. Okay, I thought we had a missing feature and I was going to have to fucking go ape shit. Others. Stone forge, a bed? Damn. How big's the bed? So what does it take to build a bed, I wonder? Planks, only planks. And this, we need small stones and firewood. Well, how the fuck do we get firewood? Oh, dang it. This is a never-ending cycle of chopping down trees, I guess. Tree Chop Simulator 2020. It would almost like benefit me to build 2 of these crafting benches, I guess. I should have done that in the beginning so I can have 2 of them going at the same time. People say, oh my gosh, Proto, you're fucking crazy. That's bonkers. Don't do that. It's a waste of resources. Oh shit, I clicked on it too much. Apparently I just went to sleep by accident. I planked up my bed and then I went plank on the bed. Yeah, okay. Okay, so you can choose to wake up whenever you want to. That's a feature I haven't seen in games. So you go to sleep and it advances time like super fucking far. What's wrong with my health? My health is... I'm all dizzy. My health is going down. I'm starving. Because I slept too long. I didn't know what was going on. Okay. So, we need to craft another thing. A circular saw bench. I don't know how this thing is supposed to go, so we'll just plop it down there. Iron ingot, copper ingot. Oh man, I'm not ready for this. But like I was saying, I haven't seen a game where you get to choose how long you sleep in that way, where the clock just advances super rapidly, and then you have to click the button to choose to wake up after a certain amount of whatever time passes. And while that's happening, you are being depleted of your body's resources and stuff. I think that's cool. I like that. I think that's an intuitive way to deal with it. I just wish there was something that was on screen that was telling me about what was actually going on, and that I was supposed to click the wake up button. I mean, I don't even know how long I slept, but I feel like there was a chance that I slept for way longer than 8 hours. I wasn't paying attention to the clock. So I picked up some logs, and now what? I can't make campfire, firewood. I don't know what to do. So I'll right click to drop the logs. And now we gotta find stones. I got stones over here. How do I make firewood? Is there a way to chop this up again? Oh shit! That's how you get sticks? I was bitching earlier that you can't get sticks that way, and you can fucking right click on it and harvest it to get sticks. Well, shit. You would think that they would just fucking tell you that. They'd be like, somewhere along the way, don't forget many items that you can derive other items from. You have to right click and choose to harvest. Like for instance, you chop down a tree, you can harvest one of the logs to make firewood and small sticks, instead of you walking around looking for fucking sticks all day. God damn. Rain will put out a fire. Build a shelter to protect the flames from the rain. Okay. Have I not completed? Oh, I still need 2 more small stones. Okay, so again, I can't read. Fuck. So if I had a big stone over here, I could beat on that stone and get other hey, like this stone. Hey! What's up? Okay. Whatever. That busted a lot of little stones out, I think. I like the way that it fractured, but I don't appreciate the way it just disappeared quite rapidly. Not a fan of that. Okay, so now I've made my campfire. And now it's starting to rain. How wonderful. Yeah, it's not too bad in here. So we got some foliage clipping through the ground, as you would expect. The fog rolling in and blowing around the forest isn't too bad. It could be handled a little better, but it's not too bad. Okay, so I feel like this is literally what the game's got to offer right now, at least in the first 30 minutes or so of gameplay. Haven't found any enemies, haven't been able to interact with any wildlife, not meaningful anyway. I've chased the deer around and it doesn't react to getting swung at. Probably no hit detection there. I guess you have to hit it with like a bow and arrow or a gun or something, but there's no points of interest that I could tell. There's a giant invisible wall. There's no enemies that are coming after you. There's no lootable objects like guns and weapons and shit like that. So I don't know what all this game has to offer currently right now, but it definitely seems like it's very early access. They got some of the foundational things in place, like some base building that seems to function, and some metabolism and food hydration meter consumptions and shit, which is necessary for the survival aspect. Night and day cycle, which wasn't too bad. Sleepy time, which was fine. I like the way they implemented the sleepy time thing. I'm down with that. I was pretty pleased with the whole harvesting food situation, even though I didn't understand it in the beginning. I'm pleased with the chopping of the tree down situation and the way they handle that, and the way you can break it down, even though I didn't understand it in the beginning. Yeah, I think they can build upon this and make it a lot better, for sure. But it's not at the level that Scum is currently at, and it'll probably never reach Rust's level of popularity and polish. And that's unfortunate, because this game currently, apparently, as advertised, has something that Rust doesn't have, and that's zombies. Of course, you know, I have to state, for legal reasons, Rust had zombie in the beginning, and they took them out. Yeah, if you were there and around in the beginning like I was, there were zombies. But anyway, so this is, what is this game called? The Infected. Let's take a look and see what the developers have to say about their game here on Steam. And I am going to play the trailer in the background while I read you the words of the developer. The Infected is an open-world sandbox survival crafting game. Build your base and defend and protect yourself from wildlife and infected Vambies, which sounds like Bambi, but it's got the V, and everybody likes V. Very positive on the Steam reviews. It came out August 7, 2020 as in early access, and this is by DigX Studios. Not very much on DigX Studios that I can find anywhere. This is a casual action base building survival first-person shooter sort of game. It is in early access for sure. It's currently $14 on Steam. The Infected lore. A virus was a lot more serious than anticipated. A treatment was looking promising. A drug trial seemed to work. Many were getting better and fatality rates were dropping. But oh my god, something went wrong. Some unexpected side effects began to arise, causing human DNA to mutate into something unknown. We called them Vambies. They seem to look like a mix between a vampire and a zombie. Well, this is what the media is telling us, but is it the truth? What this game is about. Several friends have headed out into a remote part of the forest on a weekend of camping. However, after not returning and no sign of their whereabouts, one of their parents decided to take a look to see their last known location. And what did he find out? The Infected is an open world sandbox survival crafting game. Build your base and defend yourself against wildlife and infected Vambies. Vambies. Build your base, defend, and protect yourself from wildlife and infected Vambies. Some of the key features are character, hunger, thirst, body temperature mechanics, base building, hunting, crafting items, food cooking mechanics, power electricity mechanics, gathering resources, mining and refining of ores, kill AI Vambies, farming, day-night cycle, weather cycle, and seasons. Important disclaimer. We are a small team working hard to get the Infected out into the world, but it is important to mention that a lot of features we're planning aren't there yet. So only support this game if you are willing to bear with us and believe in what we're trying to accomplish, which is to say that at the end of this long road ahead, we are going to make a game that is a different take on the whole survival genre. We will be depending on the community to give us feedback on what's working and what is not. Thank you in advance for giving us a shot. Okay, so there you have it. We've seen some of this stuff in the game today. I didn't stick with it long enough to see the Vambies, so maybe I'll come back and do a revisit of this later and see if we can get some of that. But man, appreciate you sticking with me. Appreciate you hanging out with me on this video. I enjoyed playing this game for what it was. I personally like a little bit more of a multiplayer action, so the single player open world survival thing really isn't my cup of tea. If it was multiplayer, it would be more up my alley. That way I could play with my buddies and my family and my loved ones that I care about. But this has been Protodead. I appreciate you sticking around. Like, comment, and subscribe. Get engaged. Leave me some feedback. Dislike it if you disliked it. Share it with a friend if you can. It helps me grow the channel. It means a whole world to me. It's free for you. It means a whole lot to me. So I appreciate it. Thanks for sticking with me. And I'll see you in the future.